Hey, it's Rick here, and you're looking at a Google Nexus 7 device and Poetic's Revolution case. So this is a case that if you guys want a really protective case for your Nexus 7, this is a real good way to go. It's going to provide excellent drop protection, scratch protection, protection from bumps and shocks and things like that, and is a great way to go. It's reasonable. I'm going to link in the description of this video as to where you can pick this one up. And I'm going to do this review a little bit differently. So I'm going to show you the case first, then I'll remove it at the end of the video so you can kind of see all the components here. But let's go ahead and take a look at this one. And I will tell you, there is an integrated screen protector, a membrane here, very responsive to touch. I have no issues with that whatsoever. And you can see there really isn't any sort of a rainbow effect here. Everything just works really, really well. And I've got no problems with that whatsoever. So tapping, doing all of the necessary things that you would normally do, there's no problem with that. So you can see as I've kind of navigated through this and I'm showing you what that looks like, I've got no problems doing that whatsoever. Again, this is kind of the front of the device, all protected, including that membrane. Same thing goes for right up here along the top. Your buttons are covered along the side and they're very responsive, so I have no problem pressing those buttons, give a nice clicky tactile feel. So those are all enclosed and covered. Some of these areas here you're going to find are covered up, so you flip them open to be able to see like your headphone jack. And if they get pushed in, they can be a little tricky to open up, but it's a layer of protection that you get with this particular case. Along the side, it's the same thing as we take a look right here. Let me go ahead and pop that one open. You can see, like I said, it's going to be a little tricky from time to time. Dig a nail in there and you can see what that looks like. Everything else that needs to be kind of exposed or cut out, you definitely have that with this case. And as we take a look at the back side, you can see what that looks like. There is some Poetic branding right there. And we've got a couple of different options here with this case. You're going to find this little loop. And I guess you could hook a carabiner or something onto that if you so desire. You're also going to get a couple of stands. So if we pop this one open just like that, there are a couple stands that you can utilize, as I do that the wrong way. Sorry about that. There is a kind of a low angle typing stand that you can utilize right there. And then the other stand that we get, if I close that one up, is you have this one right here. And that's a little bit higher viewing angle. So you definitely get a couple of different stands with this particular case. They work very well. Again, I kind of like this call out here to their branding. It's almost like a dagger. And these just pop right back into place like you saw me do right there. As far as removing this case goes, well, like I said, I'm going to show you how to do that. So you do want to make sure that you kind of undo all of those ports, and as you can see, there's that silicone layer. This is all enclosed here, and basically you're going to want to run a nail in here, fingernail, yeah, that is. And this just splits apart. So I'm going to actually take this off camera for a minute while I do this instead of working it at an angle. And as you do that, you'll get one angle and you'll just kind of work your finger all the way across until you see it split apart, which I've already done. And here is that top layer. So let me show that to you. Here's that membrane I was talking about, and it does cover up here in your camera as well, and it works really, really well. And then your device just pops right out just like that, and there is the inside. So it is the Google Nexus 7. It is the Revolution case by Poetic. I am going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. I love the protection that it provides to the Nexus 7. It's reasonable. It's available now. I'll link in the description as to where you can pick this one up. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, as always, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you next time. Take care, everybody, and have fun.